Hi, it's Trixie, and today we're cooking the viral heart-shaped Pinterest cake in an easy bake oven. This is a video I never thought I would make. I am completely blindsided and every moment has been touch and go. I say in a lot of videos, subscribe to the channel, we're cooking with easy bake ovens, etc. And many of you have been like, you haven't cooked with an easy bake oven in a long time, bitch. Here we are, all of you can shut up, we're back. Today we're cooking with the easy bake oven. Now on Pinterest, on TikTok, I kept seeing these cakes that are small, super decorated, they're heart-shaped, they're pink, and they're adorable. Every time I would see one, my heart would stop. And I thought, we haven't done an easy bake video in a while. I know we have a heart-shaped pan. Let's try it, right? Now, this is the real easy bake from, I think, 2011. If you guys don't remember, we cooked with it in this video. And if you don't remember, this is when Hasbro changed it. There's smoke coming out of this. Oh God. You know why there's smoke coming out of it? Because there's burning old food in there. It's fine. This is the one that in 2006, I believe, Hasbro switched from a light bulb, an incandescent light bulb, to a heating element, which means this is the one we've used that cooks the most evenly. But this is also the one that caused, I think, 267 burns, including 3 third-degree burns. There was a little girl who lost part of a finger in here. Luckily for me, I have man hands and my fingers won't fit in there. But I thought today we could get in here. We're gonna cook a little bit of our Duncan Hines classic white mix, and we're gonna try to make a beautiful and gorgeous tiny heart-shaped cake. So before we start baking / burning ourselves, please subscribe to the channel. We have new videos here all the time. We're looking at dolls, we're putting makeup on. Sometimes we're at music festivals, sometimes we're DJing. It's wild what we do up in here. I think of myself as being on the Oprah network, but with far less money. Today's video is sponsored by our friends at BetterHelp. Now, I know for me, I always say that the people in my life that I love deserve the best second draft of my thoughts and feelings. I don't want to use my partner, my assistant, my mom, Katya as like my therapist. I want to work through things on my own through talk therapy and then present them to the group when it's the appropriate moment. I know for me, as I get older, having a venue, a time and place to vent and speak and hypothesize and problem solve makes me feel like for the rest of the week, like I can be more chill because I know at some point there's gonna be a time and place to unload. My therapist at BetterHelp, we can meet a lot of different times. I can DM him anytime. I can do appointments either on the phone, on video chat, or even just DMing. Regardless whether or not you have like clinical mental health issues, or if you're just like me, always just trying to problem solve and piece together the best version of yourself, BetterHelp and talk therapy in general offers a lot of solutions. I also love the accessibility of it. A, not everybody can make it to a doctor's office. B, you might live somewhere like, let's say you live somewhere very remote and you don't have access to an LGBTQIA like friendly therapist. Through BetterHelp, you could live somewhere remote and conservative and still access help from your phone. I've taken some of my appointments on the phone. BetterHelp is a platform that makes finding the perfect therapist easier because you fill out a brief questionnaire and you can change therapists at any time for any reason. My first therapist, I changed simply because of time zones. It just did not work for me to be like at 5 a.m. meeting a therapist. So I switched to somebody who's on my time zone and it's been a better fit. Listen, I dress as another person for a living, and in order to do that effectively, I need to take the best care of the person dressed up as the other person for a living, and I cannot recommend talk therapy enough. Clicking the link helps support the channel. However, it also gets you 10% off your first month at BetterHelp. I used my own code when I started BetterHelp, and it was great for me. So if you're struggling, consider online therapy with our friends at BetterHelp. Click the link in the description or visit betterhelp.com/Trixie Mattel. Tell them I sent you. Thank you again to BetterHelp for helping me and for supporting the channel. Now, back to that beautiful video. You guys, Fina Barbertal is in the studio today. Legend, icon, hair and makeup artist, drag queen, look at her, gorgeous. Full beard, don't worry, she wears that in drag too. Now this is an easy bake video, but I have to be honest, I got on this monitor, I got up on this bitch today, fat, broke, nasty, and mad as hell, and this Total Betty blush, this looks so neutral in the pan. Look how pretty it is. I almost put on Summer of Love and I was like, don't be a whore. Be a suggestion of a whore. Anyway, we're easy baking today, but this is beautiful. I'm not trying to sell you anything. Yes, I am. Okay, I have some of my, by the way, these were fan gifts. Somebody made these for me, these Arby hot pads, thank you. Let's start making. I haven't baked in a while, let's see. We need 1 cup of water. Can I have a cup of water? Baking so easy when everyone else does everything. We also need the mix. Now, we've cooked with Duncan Hines a lot on this channel because if you're not a baker, Duncan Hines mixes are pretty much idiot proof. We've never made anything that didn't turn out from Duncan Hines. Now in the past, I have portioned out like a third of the mix to make these tiny cakes, but I'm gonna be honest, I never end up going back and making the rest of it. So let's just make all of it. A cup of water, 3 eggs. Do you know what this makes me think of? Have you guys ever seen the movie Jawbreaker? There's this part where they're cracking eggs in home ec, and the teacher goes like, gently, but with ample force. Ooh. There's gonna be shells in this today. Okay, it's a crispy cake. Then I also need a half cup of vegetable oil. Brandon has a day off today. He's missing all the fun. Half a cup. Now we do have a mixer. I think I moved it to the new house, so I don't think we have it here anymore. So we're gonna have to do this old school. We're gonna have to do this with a whisk. Let me go find a whisk. This literally smells like burning food. That bodes well, right? My mom taught me to really get in there. I used to be like very slow, very circular, and she's like, girl, you need to get in there and just whip it. My arm is already tired. Easy bake my ass. There's still a lot of mixing involved. Okay, should we taste it? I guess we should. You guys don't be gross. I'm gonna lick this, but like don't make it sexy. I think it's good. We have one of our pans. I bet I don't even have Pam here. You know what? I am gonna problem solve. I'm gonna troubleshoot the situation. I don't think I have Pam here, but I bet I can use a little bit of this vegetable oil and just like coat the inside. Troubleshooting, people. Carla Music, who formerly was a cook on Bon Appetit, she has a book called That Sounds So Good, and she talks about in the kitchen the importance of spinning it, which is when you don't have the right ingredient or the right tool, you put your own little spin on it. That was my little spin on it. Oh, Pam, perfect release. Okay, my little spin on it is to get the real product. Okay. This is a unique oven because this is the tool that we use to remove it. So if we pour enough batter in here that it gets big, it won't fit in here. So the trick to this is to not put too much in here. Let me just get up in this gig. Is that enough? That honestly should be good. If you overfill them, they like muffin top up and you can't get them out of the oven. We've learned that the hard way. You guys, can I be honest? Can I talk industry for a second? I was doing these Easy Bake videos for so long, and then that Easy Bake competition show came out, and I was like a little bit jealous because, full disclosure, a few years ago, a producer in the industry was like, hey, I wanna do an Easy Bake oven competition show with you. And I said, no one's gonna buy that. I think it's too weird. Lo and behold, there was an Easy Bake competition show. So sometimes in life, the lesson is just go for it. Don't put the doubt before the horse. All right, this looks pretty good. I think this is about as much as we want in there. Oh God, you're supposed to use this tool. You little f***er. Let's do this the way you're supposed to do it. I think you're supposed to put it in here. How the f*** are you supposed to do this? I don't remember. Does this thing even work? That's not working. We're just gonna have to reach in here, okay? Okay, people. You little whore. Is it in there? No, it needs to go in further. You guys, just breathe. Don't force it. Do not reach. Ooh, it's so hot. Okay. It's in there. I didn't do any research, but if I remember correctly, on our Easy Bake videos, these tend to take about 8 or 9 minutes. So Alexa, set a timer for 8 minutes. All right, so while this is cooking, let's start pre-filling the other ones. I wanna do this about 4 layers high. That's gonna be a little too full. See, it's a slippery slope, people. But like I said, in the past, when you fill these too high and they muffin up, they get stuck in the oven. That's gonna be way too high. Great, perfect. Love it. They make the slot so small so that kids can't reach in and burn themselves. And if it bakes too high, it won't come out. That should be good. That one's probably good, but the best amount. I'm sure there's a more official way to do this, which is to measure. Obviously, I'm not doing that. So now we wait. In the meantime, let's start making the icing, shall we? So we have the Duncan Hines Creamy Vanilla here. This one's like a whitish. I don't know what that was. Sometimes having a smart house means voices just happen and you don't know what just talked. The trash can talks in this house. Let's just do the whole thing. I mean, what are we gonna do, save the other half? In my experience, when I like use half the frosting, basically months go by, it starts to go bad, and then I get really drunk or something and try to eat the frosting and it tastes bad. Let's just color all of it. Or maybe, actually, we should save some of the white for decorating. That was some big brain shit I just did. All right, this is what we're gonna use to pipe on for like ribbons and stuff. And then I think we should do the base color a pink. So we have this. If you don't know, in color theory, the way you make pink is you mix blue with yellow. That's not true, I just made that up. I was doing comedy, Nick. The peanut gallery over here. Vincent Van Gogh behind the camera, all right. I really want a soft pink, so I'm gonna do this like one drip at a time because I don't want this to end up, oh, love that, right? You guys see that? When I was looking at some of these cakes, I'll show you guys some of the pictures I'm referencing. They really are beautiful. It's always a very soft pink base. If you Google like viral pink Pinterest cake, it comes up. It's very like wholesome, these cakes. They almost look like cakes from The Sims or something where they look fake. Like, do you see that? Yeah. So I'm looking at these pictures and they're very soft pink base and then it's a lot of big fat white piping. It has a very crowded look. The decoration of the cake has a very crowded look. I'm gonna save this one and this is what we're gonna work from. We don't have maraschino cherries, but I think that's kind of sick to put on cakes anyway. Oh God, these are beautiful though. Look at these with the tiny strawberries. Are you kidding me? That is so cute. Oh wait, this is a fake cake. It literally says fake. Fake heart vintage style cake for display. Do you guys think it's weird to buy fake cakes to keep in your house and your kitchen on display? I think that's cool. Somebody comes over and they're like, don't mind if I do. I'm like, it's fake, bitch. No one cares about you. You know, when I watched a lot of TikToks about this, but I did not practice at all. They said that you should practice your piping on something else before you pipe the cake. You guys know me pretty well. Do you really think I'm gonna do that? Let's do one more drop of this. I want it a little pinker so that when the white goes on, they really look different. Alexa, how much longer on the timer? Great. Really just me and my drag. Okay, great. Oh God, this is already stressing me out. Let's see. Oh God, okay, shut up. Okay, good, nothing happened. Oh God. The cake is allegedly done, but this is supposed to reach in, grab it, this little door closes back up when you pull out, and then you have your cake. But that's I think the heart-shaped, oh, it worked. Oh, it worked, it worked. Ooh, there's smoke coming out. It doesn't look good. Oh! Let's talk about what happened. This is really unsuccessful. I don't know what I did, but this is really bad. Does this look right to anyone? I think it must have gone in there crooked and all the batter shifted. So I guess we're gonna have to try another one. Does the cake taste okay? Oh yeah, 8 minutes was the right amount of time. I'm gonna have to dump this and we're gonna have to try again. You know, I asked David Silver if he wanted to come be a part of this Easy Bake video and he flatly said no. And I'm starting to see why. I don't think he believed I was gonna be able to pull this off. We'll try again. I'm gonna try to look in here and look at like the shape of this and see what's going on. Yeah, I think it got shoved in there crooked. I think that's what happened. Let's try again. What a waste. All right, babes, girls, divas, dolls. Just using my fingers at this point. Alexa, set a timer for 8 minutes. 8 minutes was a good amount of time. I mean, this is the cake, like, pieces. It tastes delicious. It cooked perfectly. It didn't cook perfectly. If we're just gonna be honest, we all saw what just happened. It didn't cook perfectly, but it tastes good, which is good. Let's let this one bake and see if it comes out correct. All right, it's been 8 minutes. Let's hope that this one did a little better. What I might do for this time, honestly, is open it and then just let it slide out. Okay, see, I don't know what the f happened before, but this is what this is supposed to look like. Oh, that is hot. This looks good, honey. That looks good. You know, we're gonna basically cool this off, put it in the fridge, and that way when we go to decorate it, it's more stiff. Because something I learned from the internet, all my little Easy Bake Oven videos, when I start frosting and it's falling apart, I should be like almost freezing these before I decorate it. Let's go make some more, shall we? By the way, this oven, you'll notice this is added. I believe this was recalled. That's why this exists. I think this was added to keep kids from reaching in there. It's not gonna stop me from anything, bitch. Easy bake. It's not so easy. It is, you know, easier to work with a real oven. I was on a Food Network kind of show the other day and I asked the chef, like, did you ever have an Easy Bake Oven? And she said, yeah, by the time I was that age, I was already using the real oven. And I was like, I think if you are really like destined to cook, you're probably using the real oven and you're probably comfortable with it early, you know what I mean? Let's put this little bad boy in here, shall we? Little All right, that's in there. All right, we're gonna do a few more of these and come right back. Hey, we're back. So we made about 4 of these, and I think if we stack up 4 of these with some frosting, it could be a very compelling little cake here. Right, these are the 4, right? This is the weird one. So I think this should be on the top because it's not giving. It's a little lopsided. So we have white and pink here, and this is what we're gonna use to do this. I'm afraid of snipping it too big. You know, oh, okay. Okay, everyone shut up. Let's twist this. Let's do a little blurb here. Just a little blurb here because we want it to stay. So the internet says you do that. Let's do this first. And then we're gonna do, I probably should be more than that. Let's do more. That looks pretty good. Is that gonna be too much? Okay, whatever. Now on the internet, I saw the people making the little cakes, they had to basically cut up the cake to make hearts. At least this Easy Bake came heart-shaped. Okay, I'm already stressed out. Okay, let's be honest, this already looks better than probably anything we've ever done. So maybe I'm learning something. I've been living in a new house with a bigger kitchen, and I'll tell you this, my instincts to nest have been activated. I've been like a deranged Stepford wife. I'm like cooking every meal. Now this one I can like, it's, you know, that is a problem. Do you see that? It's like, growing up, our oven was actually crooked. So my mom used to have to, one side of the cake would have a lot of frosting because the cake would be very lopsided. I'm gonna put this on the hot pad because I don't want the residual heat from the oven to melt the cake. I hope I have enough here. I'm gonna just start piping around. Probably should have a lazy Susan. Well, I don't have that bitch, okay? Probably not supposed to just freehand this either, but that's what we're doing. We'll just do this because we're gonna smooth it out anyway. Would you guys, I mean, I've opened a motel. Would you guys come to my bakery? Be honest. There's plenty of things I'm not good at, and baking does seem to be one of them. I mean, I think it actually is impressive how many of these videos I've done and I have not improved. I touched it. Can I get a little refill on this? I gotta tell you, the best secret to baking, get a personal assistant. Can I use this? I don't know. I probably will use this. I haven't even washed it. I can't prove it, but I think Fina might be trying to poison me. Watch out for the signal. I probably should be colder in here. These lights are on. I'm like, if we don't finish this, it's gonna start to melt. By the way, you guys will never guess how I got this. First of all, it looks horrible, right? Like, let's just right off the bat be honest, it looks horrible. This Easy Bake Oven, I was like, what happened to it? Landon, the Trixie impersonator, had this. So thank you, shout out to Landon. Otherwise, we wouldn't even have the oven to do this video. Oh, this is bad. Everyone shut your mouths right now. All of you sitting home being like, I could do that. You probably could, but that's not the point. It's just, oh God, this looks bad. Did I use too much? Maybe I used too much. Let me start like scraping off extra. I think that's the vibe. I've seen in videos people scraping off extra. I'm gonna be honest, you guys, this doesn't look like a viral, well, it looks like a viral cake. A cake with a virus. You guys, I'm trying to just make this look like a heart shape. I'm not currently buying it. I think I'm scraping too much. I'm starting to see the cake underneath. You know, can I just say this is good for us? For us, this is actually really impressive. Like impressive, like this is impressive for our channel's skill level. Let's just say that. This could be a lot worse. It doesn't look perfectly smooth. There's a reason why professional bakers get professional baking jobs. And I'm just a cross-dresser talking to myself. Fina, don't say a f***ing word. Don't say a word, bitch. You guys, I can just feel her bee little eyes over there. Can you do me a favor, Fina? Can you run to a bakery and get a professional baker and bring him back here? Okay, this is enough. This is good enough. All right, let's look at some images for inspiration before I start my incredible piping journey. I can't believe I really am tasking myself to do this. All right, everyone shut up. Not great. You know, for us, I'm not saying it's good. I'm saying for us, this is good. All right, let me try to do a heart in the middle here. Heart in the middle, could be worse. I'm filling this new piping bag with this old piping bag, which I'm sure is against many like culinary rules. But I'm trying to do like little curtains. My nails are falling off. Every time we do an Easy Bake video, the nails start falling off. I think it's like the oil in cooking eats away at the nails. Does this work? Okay, that's good. These are the curtains. Oh, this is worse. What I'm doing is worse. Worser. This is embarrassing. In Hollywood, if I ever get an opportunity to host like a baking show, I'm gonna be like, yeah, I can bake, I love baking. They're gonna take me into a small room and show me these videos and be like, so that doesn't look great. It's also hot in here. This thing is like melting. Let's just get a look. Let's get a look at what's occurring. Am I being delusional? Does it look better on camera?
From far away.
From far away. It just needs, what is this? Red sparkle gel. Now in some of these pictures, they have little maraschino cherries. We don't have that, so let's do little dollops. Okay, not, you know, the worst thing. Okay, right, you just keep adding and things get better. No, let's do a little bit of, should we do some dots around the corner? That's gonna be too much. Let's just leave that on the top. And then let's do, is that sanitary? My dentist told me not to do anything with my teeth where I'm biting and pulling because I could break one of my veneers. But that bitch ain't here. Ooh, a nail fell off. I just feel like sprinkles can help cover mistakes. That's why I wear a lot of glitter. You know, I'm just gonna say, this is the best cake we've done on this channel, and I don't say that with shame, I say that with pride. Is it good? No, but it's the best thing we've ever made, right? Look at that. I think that's pretty amazing. All right, this is actually really gorgeous. Should we cut it? I think we should. Now, usually we hope, and we hope and pray that when we open this up, we can see like a nice little stack. Oh! Peanut, can I have another plate?
Quickly.
It's falling. It's melting. It's angry. It's like, girl, you really, it's like I put her in bad drag and trotted her out. Well, we have to eat it. You guys, that looks pretty good, right? Like we don't always get a cake that actually has separated layers. This is pretty impressive. All right, let's try this. Is it gonna be turned? On a scale of 1 to turned. Wow. It's turned, bitch. This is so good. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. The thing about these little cakes is the frosting to cake ratio is very off. There's a lot of frosting on this. It's like eating a ball of frosting, but it is good. Am I gonna be sick later? Absolutely. Thank you guys for joining me for another Easy Bake video. It's a wild success. Through trials and tribulations of perseverance, we still arrived at what I would consider a professional baking level cake. So thank you guys for joining me on the channel, and we'll see you very soon. Goodbye.